Hey hackers, Blue Cosmo from CCS here, and welcome to part 2 of the Building an Ethical Hacker EDC. And today we are going to start building the payloads for the USB RubberDucky. Payload I decided to do for the USB RubberDucky is going to be stealing Wi-Fi credentials, because I feel like that would be the best thing to do on a USB RubberDucky because the micro SD card is so small. And I figured we unfortunately can't do reverse shells because your IP address on the network changes depending on what network you're on. If the USB RubberDucky is trying to go back to that IP address, we would have to change the IP address, encode it, plug it in, and then we have to find our own IP address on our phone and conduct a reverse shell from there. So I did find a Linux solution for the phone, but we'll get into that in a later part, or maybe later in this video. We'll see. This series is just so improvised. But yeah, all right, we're gonna start with the USB RubberDucky and we'll see where it goes from there. So I came across this script when I was traversing the internet looking for a Wi-Fi password exfiltrator payload for the USB RubberDucky. And I came across this user, Brain Eater, and he is a he. And he said back in 2017 that he was looking for help on how to hide this PowerShell window, or for the script he made. And this script is a Wi-Fi password exfiltrator, and it uses PowerShell to change its directory into a USB drive, and the USB drive is labeled the ampersand. Here, I can make the screen bigger for you guys. And then he uses this PowerShell syntax right here. I am pretty familiar with this PowerShell syntax right here, only because of my GitHub project NetOwl, which is a Wi-Fi password exfiltrator that uses Python rather than Ducky script. But that will be in the description if you guys are interested in that. But I actually kind of like how he changed the directory this way. So I'm going to take inspiration from this, and let's head over to my terminal. So we'll change directories into my malware directory. Then we will make a directory, and this directory will be called EDC, because this is for our EDC. We'll CD into or change directories into our EDC, and we will make another directory for our USB RubberDucky, and this will be for our Wi-Fi payload. We can create that directory and CD into there, and then we can actually create a file by using the touch command, and we'll create our payload.txt file, and then we will add our payload.txt file, and we'll let that open up. There you go, we have our payload.txt file. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit, and our Adam actually has our Ducky script highlighting. If you guys aren't familiar with the USB RubberDucky, make sure to watch this video up here. I made a whole introduction of how to use the USB RubberDucky, because I'm going to be using terms or talking about the syntax highlight, or talking about just writing basic Ducky script, and you may not know what I'm talking about. So watch the video, and I go over everything you need to know, like literally everything you need to know about the USB RubberDucky. Let's go ahead and start developing our payload. We can call this USB RubberDucky Wi-Fi password exfiltrator, and then we can say created by us, because we are going to be modifying the script. I was just joking. So let's open PowerShell, right? So we'll need to open our PowerShell via the run box. And so we will hit GUI-R. Actually, before we even do that, with good Ducky etiquette, we actually need to let the computer recognize the duck. Okay, well actually, the twin duck. So here's what I'm thinking, right? If we go back to our browser here, he used a flash drive, right, to save these passwords onto. And this is good and all, but the thing with our EDC is that we want it to be as minimal as possible. We want it to be as easy as possible. So I know this is in 2017, so I don't know if TwinDuck was a thing yet, but TwinDuck is flashware, right? You can flash your USB RubberDucky to this TwinDuck flashing that allows your USB RubberDucky to work both as a flash drive and as a USB RubberDucky, which means we can save our Wi-Fi passwords that we exfiltrate onto our USB RubberDucky. So let's head back to here and we can have it recognize our TwinDuck. So we can just do this by delaying for 1 second or 1000 milliseconds. And we can go ahead back here, we can delay for about 200 milliseconds. And then we can do a string. We can enter the PowerShell, and then we can hit enter. Then we can delay. I'm going to delay for about 300 milliseconds only because different Windows computers are pretty slow. So we can rem here, and we can CD into the TwinDuck labeled W for Wi-Fi passwords. I have a micro SD card labeled W for this project, which is good. We're going to string this command that they have right here, and we'll paste this right here. So first of all, we're going to change this to W, and I'll zoom out a little bit just so you guys can get a fuller view of it. There you go. So there you go, we change our directory into here. We will hit enter, and then we will delay for about 100 milliseconds. And now we can actually do the exfiltration part. So we need to exfiltrate Wi-Fi passwords to a file. Whoops. And how do we do this? Well, we will actually, well, first of all, let's name the file after the computer name, okay? So first of all, let's take their command here, and okay, that's gonna that's gonna be a lot to edit. So first of all, we can put the computer name, so that way we can separate these, because the thing with his script is that when it saves the file, it will save it as a Wi-Fi passwords.txt. So if we plug this into another computer, because it has the same file name, the file will be overwritten. So if we want to get multiple Wi-Fi passwords from multiple computers, we can't, because the file is going to be overwritten if we keep naming it the same name. So instead, we had to give it a different name. So I chose to give it the name of the computer. So instead of Wi-Fi passwords.txt, so after we auto size, we'll output the data to this environment variable. And if you do environment user name, it will get the username. So after this, we can just do .txt, and that should be it. That should name the file after the username of the computer .txt. In fact, I'll do a semicolon here, and we can just do exit. All we have to do is hit enter, and that's it, actually. Yeah, so this is the whole script. So what the script does is it lets the computer recognize the TwinDuck. It will wait 1 second, open PowerShell, then we enter the script to open our TwinDuck, which is named W, and then it will exfiltrate the Wi-Fi passwords and save it to a username.txt file. So that should be it. So now we need to actually save this, Alt F4, open a new one right here. So let's CD out of here and out of here and into my Hack 5. I need to CD into my RubberDucky. There you go. And then CD into my encoder. There you go. And then list, we have a Python file. So we can do Python duck encoder.py, and then our input file will be out of this path, out of this path, out of this path in our EDC, and then it will be in our USB RubberDucky, and then our payload.txt, and then our output file will be our same directory. So // EDC, USB RubberDucky tech Wi-Fi, and then our inject.bin directory, or inject.bin file. So we hit that, and I can exit out of here, because if I list the files in this directory, we have our inject.bin file. So now let's open up Kaja. So I can do Kaja here. Let me get the micro SD card. So it's right here. I'm plugging it into my computer. There you go. So you can see the capital W. So if we open this, there's just a system volume information that Parrot does by default. And we can go back to our malware. We can go to our EDC, USB RubberDucky. And I'll take these two just so we can edit the text file. And I'll paste it in here. There you go. So now we can eject this. And now we have our payload done. So now all we have to do is flash your USB RubberDucky into TwinDuck. All right, so if you go to the link in the description for the flashing ducky firmware, this is Darren Kitchen's GitHub repository for the USB RubberDucky. For the flashing ducky, if you scroll to the installation for the Ducky Flasher utility, you can literally just copy and paste all of these commands into your terminal. So just copy this one into your terminal, copy this one into your terminal, copy this one into your terminal, copy these into your terminal. That's it. That's all you got to do to get it. So I put the micro SD card in my USB RubberDucky, and I'm going to CD out of here, and into Hack5, into the RubberDucky, Ducky Flasher, I think it is, Ducky Tac Flasher. There you go. So we can clear because my terminal is getting kind of big. So let's list, see what's in here. I'll list again because my camera might be blocking what you're seeing. Ducky Tac Flasher, and I'll zoom out so you guys can see the cool little thingy. It says, "Welcome to Ducky Flasher." Hold down the button on your USB RubberDucky, and while holding it down with the micro SD card in there, plug it into your computer. Now keep your thumb on the button, keep holding it down for a little bit. I'd say about 7 to 10 seconds, and then let go. So while you're holding the button down, plugging it in, keeping your thumb on the button, waiting a little bit, and then taking it off, we can actually encode it. So let's do number 4 for TwinDuck, and we want to do the original version, and it's going to append here for a second, or hang here for a second, and it will show a little red icon on here, and it did run the script on the USB RubberDucky. So we can unplug it, and now we can plug this in to our Windows computer. I have my USB RubberDucky, and it is enabled with flashed with TwinDuck, and it has the payload we just developed on it. So now we can actually plug it in, and fingers crossed. Okay, open PowerShell, typed in this, typed in that, and it exited. Okay, so let's see if this worked. We can open up our file explorer, and we can head over to our W drive, so the TwinDuck is on. And yeah, we got wade.txt. Wade is the name of my computer. And if we open, okay, so if I open this up, I just realized I'm gonna have to edit this out. So you guys are about to see Wi-Fi password. So hopefully I edited it successfully. And yeah, okay, there you go. You can see my Wi-Fi names that are saved on my computer and Wi-Fi passwords that are saved on my computer. So now you may be wondering, well, what's the point of this? I'm gonna close that before I have to do any more editing. So first of all, that's really cool. I'm happy that worked. I'm gonna delete that off of here so people don't just, yes, delete. You may be wondering, what's the point of this? Well, a lot of our hacks need to happen on the network. And if we don't have access to the network, then we can't do a lot of the hacks that we want to do. So if we don't have access to the network, we can use this Ducky script to get the password in order to get ourselves on the network. From there, we can do some other attacks that we will be incorporating some of our other devices or gear or etc. So that's going to be it for this video. I don't think you can actually eject the USB drive when it's a twin duck, so I'm gonna just pull it out. And there you go. So this works. I'll leave the script and stuff on the GitHub page, so you guys can take the script and use it for all of your ethical purposes. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that little development session of getting those Wi-Fi passwords. Making the USB RubberDucky be able to exfiltrate Wi-Fi passwords was actually pretty cool. Hopefully, when we test it on other computers, it'll work just as well. Other computers that we have full permission to test it on. As a disclaimer, I probably should make sure I put a disclaimer in these videos because I know you guys aren't as ethical as I am. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, do the whole YouTube algorithm thing, and I will see you guys in the next one. So stay happy, stay positive, and as always, happy hacking.